Hello and welcome to another episode of Desh or Diaspora. The title is Religion is a Public Bus. Use it to travel to the truth, not as an idol that controls your life. Christopher Hitchens, the late atheist author, intellectual, polemicist, and socio-political critic, might have unwittingly but aptly described India's voters and politicians. Hitchens noted, and I quote, owners of dogs will have noticed that if you provide them with food and water and shelter and affection, they will think you are God. End quote. COVID has made things much worse, but 21% of India's population suffers from hunger. And in 2019, India ranked 102 out of 117 countries in the Global Hunger Index, worse than Pakistan and Bangladesh. We Indians are treated like dogs by our politicians. They have used religion to gain power, yet we treat them like gods. Religion controls people to an extent most of us do not understand. Novelist Harper Lee's point in her Pulitzer Prize-winning book, To Kill a Mockingbird, could apply to any religion. She said, sometimes the Bible in the hand of one man is worse than a whiskey bottle in the hand of another. There are some kind of men who are so busy worrying about the next world that they've never learned to live in this one. And you can look down the street and see the results. End quote. George Carlin, the popular comedian, quipped, religion is like a pair of shoes. Find one that fits you, but don't make me wear your shoes. On one of our holidays to India, we were accompanied by some friends, American friends who wanted to try a traditional Rajasthani meal in the pink city of Jaipur. We enjoyed a memorable dinner at a place called Choki Dani. And at the entrance to this well-known tourist trap, which is known for its local vegetarian cuisine, we were warmly greeted by an attendant in traditional Rajasthani attire. He welcomed us by saying, Ram Naam Ki Jai. And I responded with equal warmth, Yesu Masih Naam Ki Jai. Now, was he trying to convert me? Was I trying to convert him? In his own faith, my fellow Indian graciously bestowed a blessing on us as he knew best, and I did the same for him. In India, such interactions are very common. God, as we perceive him, is on everybody's minds, and we tend to discuss things a bit. Mohan Bhagwat, the chief of India's RSS, the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh, which is the private Hindutva army behind the BJP government, once tried to discredit Mother Teresa by saying that her objective was to only convert people to Christianity. Really, I'm sure there are many poorest of the poor that Mother Teresa constantly ministered to who would strongly disagree with Bhagwat and his Hindutva ilk. However, let me make something clear. If that hospitable Rajasthani attendant took me aside seriously to discuss why I should consider accepting his Hindu beliefs as the truth, I assure you, I would have welcomed his initiative and I would have engaged him no less enthusiastically with my own faith convictions. And let the chips fall where they may. Unless I make another trip to Jaipur, that well-meaning attendant may never see me again. He was a passenger on the bus called religion. Our spiritual journeys were not the same, but perhaps we both shared something, a limited understanding of divinity. If our search is genuine, however, in both our spiritual journeys, or at the end of it, we will encounter the truth. Augustine of Hippo, the theologian and philosopher, famously said, "Thou hast made us for thyself, O Lord, and our heart is restless until it finds its rest in thee." Why are we so restless? We are constantly distracted. In America, the average person is exposed to between 6,000 and 10,000 advertisements every day. Still, amidst all the distraction, our hearts yearn for God. I've given a lot of thought to religion over the years. Religion, as I said, is like a public bus carrying a variety of passengers. All have different destinations. Some are old, some are young, some are traveling alone, some with families, people of all genders, races, social status, etc. The religion bus has specific stopping points: Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, Buddhism, Judaism, Zoroastrianism, Jainism, Baha'i. I could go on and on. Even atheism, though some atheists will say that atheism is not a religion, but it is, I assure you, if you think how it works. People get off at one of these destinations. Most passengers are content with their traditions, rituals, festivals, and pilgrimages. They are mostly focused on seeking wealth, pleasure, and avoiding pain. But there are exceptions. Some passengers have made an exit from religion because they understood the difference between religion and faith. Some are seekers, they want to explore a bit. Some will study and evaluate other destinations. They are not fully convinced about their own regular bus stops. They want to investigate. In America, they say that people who are classified as nones, N-O-N-E-S, are now 50% of the population. People want to know what happens when the bus reaches the last stop. Not every religion clearly specifies what happens at journey's end. I am reminded of the Baha'i religion that says all religions are like windows pointing to the light. But for me, that begs the question, who is the light? Are there any specific claims worth investigating that have been made? Passengers on the bus want to know if at the terminus they will discover the truth. Does God exist? Is there one God or many gods, as in Hinduism? Who is he? The God of Islam? The Trinitarian God? Father, Son, and Holy Spirit? Or is there no God? Regardless of our destinations on the religion bus, ultimately everyone gets to the last stop. Everyone will discover what is the truth. Then, if God is just and he has given us a free will, everyone will get the chance to accept the truth or reject it. So don't make religion your favorite idol. Remember, it's just a public bus. Thank you for watching and see you next time.